welcome to another episode of Bronson Rants. My final set of E3 videos. I'm here to talk about Sony and what they need to do to win E3. Sony has had a very good string of success with the PS4. The PS4 has had the benefit of being the more powerful console. PlayStation Plus has typically been ahead of Xbox Live when it comes to indie games. They have had a string of better multiplats, better looking games. The interface on the console is better. But the thing is, the big hole in Sony's game plan, and it seems to be one that is starting to really show, is the lack of exclusive big name titles. Like, if you came to me and you said, okay, I'm buying an Xbox One, name some big, full retail games for mine, I'd be like Sunset Overdrive, the Halo Collection, Dead Rising, either of the Forzas are great, Titanfall, so on and so forth. For the PS4, I can name 3, maybe 4 if you want to count the remake of Last of Us. Bloodborne, Last of Us, Infamous, Killzone. Everything else is on the Xbox One. They're doing great indie-wise. Transistor's a fucking amazing game, Apotheon, Octodad. They have a lot of amazing games on that system. The problem is, they don't have anything that, that is huge, that is big. So, they need to show what all these studios have been doing. I think Sony owns something like 25 plus studios, and we only know what Naughty Dog and a couple others are doing. What the hell are all these studios fucking doing? They're certainly not making Vita games, that's for sure. So show some of these AAA titles. Show what is going on in this realm. Get people excited. Get people like, okay, like I own a PS4. I'm spending most of my time on other systems if I'm not playing a multi-plat. So show something that makes me go, that's only on PS4. Someone will buy a PS4 for that. The only other thing I can really think of on the PS4 front is they need better PlayStation Plus games. Like this past month, like Race the Sun, like it was okay. Unfinished Swan's an amazing game, but it's old as hell. Guacamelee that's actually a perfect release. Like that one's no beef on that one. But the past couple of months have been really weak. Like we need something like in February where we had a Rogue Legacy and a Transistor. That needs to keep going. Like how about for June? You're like, okay, right before E3 to hype for E3, here's Octodad and Shovel Knight, or Helldiver and Jamestown. Something to get people really excited instead of shit like Apotheon. Xbox has this problem, but not as bad. I think the next thing they need to do is commit to making their network more stable, have something like that at the press conference, because this shit goes down way too much for a paid service. The bigger thing that Sony needs to address to kind of a shot at winning E3 is, well, not the bigger thing, but one other thing is the Vita. Look, Sony, we know you're not going to support the Vita beyond what you have to, because you don't want to piss off people who bought it. I understand that. But just show some indies, maybe show something Studio Japan is working on exclusively, finally bring Gravity Rush 2 to the States, things of that nature, or just like localize some Japanese games. Like, it doesn't need to be huge, but it needs to show support, and there needs to be a price drop on either the system or the memory cards or both. The fact that it is 2015 and a 32 gig memory card is still $70 is disgusting. Yeah, the Vita has a lot of problems. I can't dig too deep into the Vita, but more cross-buy, better games for it would definitely be a plus. And they don't have to be like full big things. They can continue to be indie games, but they need to be, they need to be shown to people. Like, show people why you want to play a Vita. Like, you want to play Shovel Knight on the Go and Rogue Legacy and Persona 4 Dancing All Night, as weird as a game that is. So there's that. The next thing that Sony needs to do, and final thing, is have their press conference set up right. Last year, I kind of thought everyone had a pretty even press conference overall. But Sony could have blew it out of the water if they just ordered and paced things correctly. Like, it was like Destiny and this and that and that. And then, like, here's 20 minutes on this TV show no one gives a shit about. Or here's 5 minutes to be like, the Vita still exists and has games, look at all these games from 2 years ago. It has 100 games, all from 2 years ago on it. Or in some rough indie releases here and there. Like, no, just no. Like, it's a lot better to not have those lulls. Like, they did one, Microsoft did 90 minutes of games. So it was 90 minutes of just, here's a game, here's a game, here's a game, here's a new media feature, here's a game, here's a game, here's a game, here's a game. Sony did game, long-winded announcement, game, teaser trailer for this other thing, 20 minutes on powers, which no one gave a shit about. Like, that can't happen. Like, it needs to be big-name exclusive games or games with exclusive content, a little bit of information about the Vita kind of in the middle there, or actually probably towards the end, and then one final big announcement like God of War, Twisted Metal, whatever the hell it is, something to get the big PlayStation fans hyped. So that's what Sony needs to do for E3. Next week, I don't know what I'll be back with. I'm going to lean towards probably maybe some E3 predictions, maybe what I want from an E3, like my ideal E3 this year, or maybe I finally put out that episode on Gamergate, because I want to poke the bear. Alright, night, ladies and gentlemen. You have a good day, evening, morning, whenever you are watching this. Go watch Playing God, go watch our other shows. Peace.
Access granted.